Back in another update, man. So I just want to talk with you guys a little bit and explain my experience on YouTube before and how I've had to change what I'm kind of doing. So before, when I started YouTube, you can check my channel, it actually says 2013, so that's quite a few years ago. And when I first tried it, I was making fitness videos, motivational videos, and it wasn't consistent, but it was like twice a week or once a week, and obviously I wasn't seeing enough growth. So this time I'm changing my strategy, but this is not the second time. This is actually the third time. The second time I came back and I was just doing YouTube shorts, and that was, I think, last year, when I gave up smoking weed and smoking in general. Because you can see on my channel description it says THC free, transformation in progress. That's been there since last year. So what happened was, I was really struggling mentally, emotionally, financially, like everything was going wrong. I moved out, and I was still moved out at that time, but it was the end of my time being alone in my flat, because my mental health was just going down and I was isolated. I remember days I was like running out of food, and I smile about it now, but I'm not even joking. I have had moments when I had to eat expired food in the fridge, and I was too ashamed to ask my mum for food, because I'd grown up and I'd moved out, and I got really unwell, and it was an emergency, and I called my mum, and she was at work, so she sent my aunties around, and my auntie and uncle, my eldest auntie and uncle, they came around, and they saw me like throwing up on the floor. I needed to get to either a hospital or get some fluids in me, because I honestly thought I was gonna sweat out and die. That's how bad it was. Like the food poisoning was so bad. I never want to go through that again. And in that year alone, well, in those 2 years, I think I had food poisoning about 5 or 6 times. And my girlfriend at the time, now she's my fiance, but my girlfriend at the time, she was really concerned about me, man. I was doing everything and anything I can to just keep some money. And if you've had this kind of lifestyle yourself, you know what I mean by everything and anything you can. You'll do what you have to do in order to get your food. It is what it is. And to pay your bills, you'll do what you need to do. You can't always judge someone as well about what they do, because you never know why they had to do it. So that's where the kind of standing point that I came from. But that's what happened about 2 years ago, when I was getting back onto YouTube, doing my shorts. The first time I stopped smoking weed, and I had been smoking weed for like 7-8 years straight, since 21. I don't think I even had a break, which is crazy. When I think about it now, it's crazy. But before that, it started off in like secondary school, year 10 and year 11. I was on and off smoking weed. I didn't realize how much that affected your mind with growing. It does. I don't care what anyone says. It ruins your mind. You can't think straight. You don't know where you are. You don't know who you are. You don't know what's really going on. You're floating around, waiting for things to happen. I was extremely lazy. I wasn't really progressing as fast as I could in life. And once you realize that, when you come out of it, you're like, oh shit. I was moving in like slow motion. It's like you're walking through treacle or syrup. Nothing gets done. So what happened was, I fell down into a really bad pit of mental health, and my emotions were everywhere. I was aggressive, I was violent, I was stuck in addiction, man. I can hands down say, like, I was in addiction. So I just completely went cold turkey after the last New Year's. Not 24, but 23. 23 going into 24. And it lasted about 9 months. And I think it was near my birthday time. I just had one on my birthday, and it went back down. Like for 2 or 3 months, I just went back into it, and I went back into my bad habits. This is where we got to today. So I was smoking it up till the 20th of December last year, and I stopped literally about 20 days ago. So I'm waking up with a lot of phlegm, a lot of like congested, tight chest all the time, and just feeling crap and run down. But I know it's just part of the recovery process of getting better, feeling better. So I am happy that I've stopped it again. I'm gonna try and go forever now. I am completely cutting this crap out of my life. Like, if I can do it for the most part of a year, then I can do it forever. You know, I did it for a good amount of time, so I'm not upset with that. We all fall into stupid times in our life, but don't give in. That's all I can say. This was like a 12, 15, the birds are laughing at me. Yeah, I had to defeat a 12 to 13 year demon. It really is a demon. I don't want to get like religious or anything, but you have to battle it. It's all in your mind. You're living in hell. When I realised that, and you can't even progress with your life if you don't sort these other things out in your life, you know. I think I encourage anyone who wants to improve their life, firstly, you need to improve your mental mind state and your personal life, because you're not going to grow. You're not going to change. You're not. And the one thing that hurt me the most is when, I think it was a friend. Yeah, they told me the whole cold hard truth, and they're like, "No, you're never going to change if you don't stop your habits. And your life ain't going to change, bro, because you ain't changing." And I took that on board. That hit hard. So it's not, people react differently. Sometimes you can take it badly, but sometimes you can take it the right way and you can change. So it depends on how you take information. But I knew what I was doing was wrong, and obviously I feel extremely guilty whenever I'm not doing anything and I'm not productive now. And I didn't realise how unproductive I was. I thought I was getting a lot done, but I really wasn't getting a lot done. If you were to press like start and stop on a stopwatch, you could clock in how many minutes of work you really are doing, or how many hours of work you're doing, and I know it wasn't that much. So to come out of that now feels a lot better. I just feel like crap, but I'm getting back into gym. Me and my fiance are doing this thing where we bet on each other, so not on each other, but against each other. So throughout the month, whoever gets in the most gym sessions, at the end of the month, we give the other person 20 quid, 20 pounds. And it can be anything. So it can even just be £20 for fuel, or just £20 cash, or whatever. You know, you can treat them. But it's a good motivation because we get competitive. And I have ushered her into the gym world, so she's quite clued up now. She knows how to train, she knows how to lift. And to be fair, I reckon she could be consistent. December I did really well, so I am gonna keep going, and I'm feeling the change in my body. So we're gonna update on that as well, and just see my physical progression as well whilst coming off smoking. So there is a transformation. There's many transformations. There's a mental transformation, there's a physical, and then I want the financial as well to top it off. That's the cherry. So it all starts first here, then here, and then your pockets, you know. So that was my experience with YouTube before. I didn't really get anywhere, and I saw it as it's quite displeasing, you know. It's quite upsetting, but you have to be consistent. I thought I was doing a lot of work. It's not a lot of work. You haven't been doing anything. So that was a realization for me that YouTube really is out here changing people's lives. It's just, you have to see it like it's a blessing, you know, and it's free. Like, anyone can use it. You can set up an account right now. I think it's like something like, if you get to 1,000 subscribers or 200,000 watch hours, you then can monetize your account and become a YouTube partner. So that's the goal. If you want to help a brother out, obviously, if I've ever helped you or you've taken some of my advice or you can relate to what I'm saying, subscribe and like, obviously. And it's cheesy as it is, but it's the only way we can help each other, and it's completely free. So, and then obviously I'll show the love back to you constantly. I'm still a tiny channel. I'm just trying to show you my perspective of life and show you my experiences, that it's not the end of the world if you have made bad decisions in your life, or you've made mistakes, or you've been slow. That's just a part of life. I used to actually use a proper Sony 4K camera, like a DSLR. I had all the gadgets, you know, I had everything. I had a tripod, I had gadgets, because I was filming fitness videos, and I thought, oh, if I just buy these things, then everything will get better because I'm being like a pro. No, it's about doing the work like a pro. You have to come in and you know, showing up is like 50%. Just do it. Like Shia LaBeouf, just do it. You can't just sit around and buy stuff and expect your life to change. No, they're inanimate objects. You're the one who brings your reality back into, or change your reality, you know, into your life. So that's what I was using. I was using a professional camera, and then I was editing, and then I realized how long it took. So this is a different strategy. I'm just, you know, phones have got more powerful now, but not since last year, obviously, 2 years ago. They're just pretty much the same. So I'm using a different method where I'm just doing this as I go. It's like a diary. And I'm finding it a lot more attainable to do. So try this method. Just grab your phone, put 60 frames per second on recording, change it to 4K, and just get recording, man. Make 15 to 20 minute videos. You need to get that watch time so you can monetize as fast as you can, and then upload daily. Like I learned this from Dante London, and this guy changed his life like within 3 months. He said he's also been doing YouTube for 5 years, and he was trying loads of different methods and strategies, and it didn't work. But now that he's trying to just upload daily and doing 15 to 20 minute videos on his phone, no editing, it's working for him, and I can see that his life's changed. He's the same age as me. Yeah, he just I think he just bought wedding rings and engagement rings for his wife, and I think it's just beautiful, man. He's just changing his life. Like he's actually doing what he dreamed of, and it's worked. So I'm happy for him. I'm super happy for him. If it can work for him and he's inspired me, why not? I should give it a go too, right? Another thing I want to talk about is shorts, and obviously the long videos. Shorts are really powerful in YouTube because shorts get you so many more views because there's a short amount of time. People are willing to spend that much time to watch, you know. It might sound quite negative to society, but I think our attention span's gone down massively. So we can't even watch long videos, but these shorts are quite productive and they do give people information, but the amount of views I get on them is like tenfold of what the videos I do here. So shorts are something you can try, and I don't know how really you get monetized with that, but I'm sure it's similar. But you're gonna get a lot less watch time, obviously, if you do the maths. If you just do a minute video and someone watches the entire minute, that means you have to have 200,000 people. No, that's wrong. That's only 200,000 minutes. So you need 200,000 hours, which is quite a lot. So you need so many 1 minute videos in order to get the same amount of time and get 1,000 subscribers in order to get monetized. So it's whatever method you want to use, but I think getting the longer videos in to get that watch time, that's what you need to do. That's what I'm doing anyway. The shorts are just an additional top up, you know. So that's the difference, what I've seen, and yeah, that's what I can see working because it's worked for other people like Dante London. And then let's just summarize with what I'm doing today. So I woke up quite late because I had a late night. I was just watching movies with my mum. It was Friday night. I didn't do much. It was just like a chilled out night. But you kind of need that sometimes. The plan is to apply for some jobs, you know, get myself an actual contracted role so I can get a mortgage and have a salary and know how much money is coming in every single time. Like I said in the other video, then I can actually get a place to stay. Then the next target would be to get my MVQ in plumbing and then move on and obviously go private, but that's long term. First thing is to just get my blue card, get my CSCS card, complete my MVQ, and that comes after getting my mortgage, because I can't obviously afford to be on apprentice money when I am completely taking care of the mortgage, you know. I need to get in, live there for a little while, me and my wife can share the bills, and then I can afford, or we can afford, for me to become an apprentice and then step our lives. But yeah, my experiences with smoking has been rough, so it has slowed me down a little bit, but I know it's exponential. So the first few weeks of stopping smoking, I'm not going to be as productive or as well, you know. The gym sessions are tough, the mental clarity is kind of tough. I happened to get I saw what was going on. My iPhone had like 47 gigabytes of saved anime of One Piece, that episodes that I was watching over Christmas when I was just out and about. So I had to get rid of that. Sorry about that. Anyway, we can get to that later. We can talk about that later. Because I love One Piece, and animation is something that I've always loved since I was like 13, 14. But that's another story. So my mental clarity has gone way up. That's the main thing I've experienced since giving up smoking, and I do feel better about it, regardless of the physical stuff. But yeah, life has taught me to just take one step at a time, kind of look back, because otherwise you're going to be so lost. People don't really talk about addiction, and people don't talk about how hard it's ugly. Addiction's so ugly. And when you bring it up to family, you almost feel like a bit of a shame, and it's embarrassing. And obviously, I'm Indian, I'm Asian, so talking about this stuff is difficult. It's difficult as it is talking to the world and the public, but I'm past that point now, and I honestly couldn't care, because I think everyone has judged me already. They honestly have. My entire family has judged me anyway, so I'm past it, let's just put it that way. So yeah, being in and out of addiction, and that's what's affected my life, most. So getting my life back together was the most important thing. Killing addiction and then sorting out my financial situation. The physical side of things, like my body, I've always kind of been good, but I never used to have the care that I had for myself, you know. I thought I was immortal. I'm sure young guys out there, you think you're immortal, you think you're made of stone, you ain't gonna destroy yourself. Live a little bit longer. Live longer, and you will see. Mortality comes for everyone. So yeah, you can be the strongest dude out there. You know, you could be lifting loads of weights, you could be running miles, but if you don't do the other stuff, if you don't look after yourself, and you continue to substance abuse or drink, what are you, like, you're wasting your time. You might as well not go gym. But we can talk about gym and lifestyle a little bit more if you guys want to. But the main thing I want to talk about was the YouTube and my experience with it so far, and my addiction. So today I'm just gonna apply for some roles on email, and then around 6 or 7 o'clock, once it gets a bit late, so no one's in the gym, I will hit up gym. I'm gonna smash it, be there for like 2 hours, 2-3 hours. But I say 3 because I'm gonna be in the sauna, steam room, getting that phlegm out. So yeah, a little bit of a relaxation day, and time for me to just double down on my time that I have free, because I'm working all week next week on the gate, and yeah, we'll document that again. So thank you for joining in again, and I'll see you later. I gotta hit the gym late tonight, but now let's apply for some jobs.